All right, let's finish up these examples. Again, first thing that I do when I'm graphing is I graph my vertical asymptote on my horizontal asymptote. So vertical asymptote, vertical, that's when we have an x equals equation, and that is just going to be our h value right here. So it usually is an x minus h, so I'm subtracting a -4, even though that says a +4. Remember, you switch the sign right there. And then my y here is just your k value. That's also a negative number. That's going to drop clear down here to -7. So let's go ahead and graph it. Vertical asymptote. So the one goes up and down is going to be at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And draw all the way down for this asymptote. Y equals -7. So same thing, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to put us across right here. All right, so we're going to kind of really pretend that the intersection of these two asymptotes, that's going to be like our origin was for the parent function. Okay, so we're just going to look at our a value. Now this a value is 2. That means our function here is stretched. It has a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. That means when I go over 1 to the right here, instead of just going up 1 and putting my dot, I'm going to go up 2. Same thing when I go left, instead of going down 1, I'm going to go down 2. And then go ahead and just draw your normal picture. It's going to go close to the asymptotes, but not cross. And I always wish I were a better drawer for these, but you can see the picture at least. Okay, domain. Again, there's 2 intervals. We've got to skip that -4. Remember, if we plug in -4, then we divide by a 0. That's a no-no. We don't even know what value that is. So we're just going to put this from -4 or -infinity clear up to close to -4, but put the parentheses there so it doesn't include that -4. And then from -4 or close to -4, I guess I should say, to infinity. Okay, same thing with your y values. You're never going to get -7 as a y value. So we're just going to have our range go from -infinity to -7, and our union that -7 to infinity. All right, let's try this last one. Again, look for your domain. Or sorry, not your domain, your vertical asymptote, horizontal asymptote very first. So your vertical asymptote is your h. That's going to just be right there at the +5. So we could go ahead and draw this nice, lovely asymptote right there where x is equal to 5. Your horizontal asymptote, or your y equals, is going to be this +3. It's going to bump us up. It's going to move our parent function up 3. All right, so we've got this nice, lovely intersection point where those two asymptotes cross right there. Notice this, my a is negative. It's just a -1, but it is going to be reflected. So instead, when I go over 1, instead of going up 1, that -1 means I go down 1. Okay, same thing when I go to the left, I go the opposite. I went down before, so I'm going to go up this time. And then go ahead and draw the nice, lovely rational or reciprocal function right there. And last thing to do is just to identify our domain. Remember, a domain is going to go from -infinity to the asymptote, to this 5. Okay, it skips over 5. It doesn't hit 5, so we put a parenthesis there. But it goes on after that from 5 to infinity. Same thing with the range, except for 3 is the value it skips. So it goes from -infinity to 3, and then 3 to infinity. And we're done. We got all the examples. Go ahead, the answer key should be up here shortly for any of the homework problems.